The background to this enormous book, the Homage to Reza Banakar, is the sad circumstance that he died 27th of August 2020. And immediately after the death, colleagues from all of Europe turned to the department and to me and asked for, shouldn't we produce some kind of book in memory of Reza. We wrote rather openly around in Europe and asked for, do you want to contribute to this anthology? Already before Christmas that year, 2020, we had 30 responses positive to take part in this.
Well, Reza was my supervisor in my PhD, and he was a fantastic supervisor. He had this kind of wealth of knowledge. He was very obviously well-versed in theory, and I think he always seemed to love theory, and it was he was in his element when he was talking about theory.
And he was a master of theories. Of different kinds. He wrote articles about the classical sociologists of law like Gervich and others.
But I also always remember how he talked to, how he kind of said, you know, Hildur, there is nothing, you have to get your data. You can't really write anything until you get your data. So for me, he always symbolized, you know, the importance of having your empirical data there, you know, before you kind of start working with it in a kind of conceptual, theoretical way. And he kind of led by example on that, I think, in so many ways. The chapter I wrote for the book, I'm trying to kind of engage with Reza's meta-methodological framework. And so I kind of use his framework to work with some of the elements I'm doing in my research in relation to kind of sexual violence and the justice system, the legal system.
Sociology of law has not a praxis field of its own. That makes sociology very theoretical. And that is something which is reflected in this book. I think that the book is a kind of testimony for the old established sociology of law, while the frontiers in sociology of law in the future might be more concrete and on the kind of continuation of what Reza started with his latest books, actually.